Hi, I'm Jeff Holiday, and I'm gonna try really hard to be nice in this video. Really hard. I'm really gonna try, I promise. I promise. I'm trying. I'm trying, guys. So I have kind of a fun little hobby, going around finding these pseudoscience videos or these crazy claims by wingnuts, conspiracy theorists, and cults of personality trying to push some sort of dangerous pseudoscience rhetoric, identity politics that are out of control, and every now and then it tends to weigh on me. Some of this stuff just kind of pushes me down. Day in and day out, it's actually more common to see me at my desk going, "Oh my god," than it is to see me going, "Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm just having a grand old time poking fun at a bunch of people." And the reason why is because this kind of thing, it causes me physical pain. That's right, I am physically wounded by stupidity. And where some people might create a charity to try and bounce back from their disabling, horrible syndrome that causes them so much agony, I instead tend to embrace it. Yes, I embrace it. I wrap it up like a big warm fucking blanket. I bathe in it. I get it in my armpits. In my hair. I bathe in the pseudoscience just so that I can find all the beautiful little ironic pieces that I can then display for you. It's a hobby. But now and then there's almost a great white buffalo of dumbfuckery that surpasses just simply the cringe factor, the ooky, nasty, gross feelings that can get underneath my skin and truly blow my fucking mind. And as if foretold by some legendary prophecy, every now and then the dumbfuck gods take a chunk of the mortal clay and mold the most perfect, shining example of pure human stupidity, and they place it on the earth to inspire and mislead the masses into mouth-breathing idiocy. And because I'm such a masochist, I am going to introduce you. Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, I give you Yada.
The same people that enslaved our people are the same people that tell us about our health. No man or no woman on this planet has the same biochemistry as the African. Nobody. So why are you trying to treat a lion with monkey medicine?
The man in the charming hat is Yada. Yada is an afrocentrist, but he's also part of the new wave of afrocentrism that has kind of drinking the Kool-Aid of wild historical conspiracy theories. There's a type of revisionist history fetishism that goes around, especially in college campuses, where they're trying to espouse upon a new type of belief system, a new type of cultural heritage that completely negates where everybody came from. And a lot of this is rooted in biological racism. Most of these people tend to believe that black people, white people, Asian people, Hispanic people are not the same race whatsoever. In fact, there's this ridiculous and mind-fuckingly racist idea that black people are the only people who don't have any Neanderthal DNA, which means that once black people moved out of Africa, those descendants mated with Neanderthals, and that's why they are now hybrid species.
The people that never left the continent of Africa has no Neanderthal DNA. Fact. The Neanderthal Caucasian is from the Caucasus Mountains. The Caucasus Mountains is between Asia and Europe. Who has the most DNA of Neanderthal? Europeans and Asians. Facts.
Before we continue, I would like to point out that the name of this video is Black Jesus in the Flesh. Yes, that's right. Yada has a messianic complex on top of all of his ridiculous belief structures.
Y'all know who it is. Royal family, you know who it is. I thought twice about saying it, 3 times about saying it, even 4 times about saying it. It's the Black Jesus. It is Black Jesus in the flesh. But you want to say, oh, Yada doesn't know what he's talking about. Yada doesn't know what he's talking about. Why? Because I look like my people. I look like I came from my people. I look like the same Jesus that spoke in your so-called Bible that came from Nazareth. And the Pharisees say nothing good comes from Nazareth, meaning that Jesus came from the ghetto. But in 2016, when a young black man that looks like his peers speak, the first thing you want to say is, look at his appearance.
Now, if I'm understanding Yada right, what he's trying to say here is that Nazareth was the ghetto. Jesus was like him from the ghetto. And when a black man speaks, much like how Jesus spoke, saying that he's speaking like Jesus, people are questioning his appearance. Well, I do actually question your appearance, Yada. You're wearing a giant clownish medallion and an Egyptian hat. And the Egyptian hat is something that he wears in like a lot of his videos. A lot of his videos. And I don't know why. I can't figure out why he has such a boner for this fucking hat. It's really weird. It looks like something that came from a Spencer's Gifts holiday Egyptian pharaoh costume for a little kid. It doesn't even look like an adult costume. But then, like Yada says,
Yada, you're on a high horse. First of all, I'm too short to hop on a high horse. I need me a little horse. Put me on a donkey. Facts. Little man. You feels me?
It's true. He's really short. He's really short. But okay. I'm trying really hard in this video, really hard to not attack Yada. I don't want to attack the man because I don't care who he is. I don't give a shit who he is. I care about his ideas. I want to challenge his ideas. Who he is as a person, I don't care. Whoever this very tiny man is irrelevant to the ideas that we're challenging right now. So let's get back to those.
But in 2016, when a young black man that looks like his peers speak, the first thing you want to say is, look at his appearance. He's being niggerish.
He's being niggerish? What the fuck does that mean? Seriously, I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Is that a thing? Well, you know, dear, I would agree with this young man, but he is awfully niggerish, don't you think? Oh, Charles, yes, I agree. I can't see anybody actually saying that. People don't talk like that. Do they? Do they?
But let's deal with information. Let's deal with knowledge. Let's deal with truth. Because they're not going to teach you who you are. I'm telling you to understand your biochemistry. If the food has no carbon in it, do not put it in your body because you are carbonated. They want to tell you melanated. You a melanated person. We went from slaves to boys to niggers to Negroes to Afro-Americans to African-Americans to melanated. We are carbonated beings. Everything that's natural has carbon in it. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. Building blocks of life. But they want to tell you melanated.
Chemistry by Yada.
They want to tell you need to vaccinate your children. They can't come to school unless you vaccinate them. But if your children is vaccinated, and mine are not, what are you worried about?
Well, little man, let me explain. It's actually really fucking simple. If my kid is vaccinated, then my kid obviously can't get the disease, and my kid is perfectly fine. But if your kid is not vaccinated, unfortunately, your kid could get the disease. And that would be unfortunate, but that would be your choice. Absolutely. Here's the catch. But the fact remains that there are a lot of children who are not vaccinated, and they're not vaccinated because they can't be vaccinated. And usually this is because they have autoimmune disorders, or they have an allergy to a basic component that is essential to the vaccine. Any number of different reasons why these poor, innocent, little children cannot be vaccinated. So, that means if you don't vaccinate your kids and your kids get sick, you are putting those other children at risk. My kids wouldn't, yours would. And they would because of you. You would be propagating the actual contamination of disease to a compromised immune system of somebody else's kid. That's why. Maybe it's just because when you were in school, all of the salient points of basic biology and chemistry kind of went over your tiny little fucking midget head. Maybe that's why. Wait. No. I'm not trying to attack Yada. I'm not attacking Yada. I'm attacking his ideas.
Bring a cancer patient to me. I'll heal that cancer patient in 90 to 140 days. Facts. When you see me, you see God. When you hear me, you hear God. I don't play. I don't play when it comes to health. Look at me. This is what God looks like.
So this little sample platter of fucking stupid I just showed you is basically what's left of this video. It devolves into his, like, gross misunderstanding of history, and it's really fucking dumb. It's really dumb. We're not gonna get through the rest of that video because we have more that we have to look at, but that one is a gem. Perfect. So next I'd like to show you a video of Yada going to the grocery store, whereupon we see his actual shtick. What Yada is actually trying to do. He wants to be a nutrition expert, and I can only assume he wants to do this because he's seen the financial success of people like, say, the Food Babe, and so he can try and espouse this very odd sort of Afrocentrism and this kind of dormant racism that is very permeating in the aggressive left lately, so that he can try and sell people detoxifying products. So let's take a look.
This is the reason why. This right here is the reason why vegans are still being sick. They say, oh yeah, I'm a vegan, I still get my period, I still this, I still that.
Oh, that's right, I totally forgot to mention a couple of really important facts about Yada. As it turns out, Yada is a militant vegan. Yes! Not only does he believe that we shouldn't eat meat, but any type of animal byproduct is essentially unnatural and thus going to cause you problems. But it gets fucking better. Way better. Yada absolutely believes, without any hesitation, that the reason why women menstruate is because they're ill from eating the wrong foods.
Well, I'm a vegan and I be having periods because you're eating unnatural fruits and vegetables. Unnatural things have starch in it. Starch has acid. Acid does what to your body? Breaks it apart.
Yes, you heard that correct. Women only bleed because of how they feed.
You don't see babies come out the womb like,
Now for the really disturbing part, this is not just some weird lone wingnut idea. In fact, the idea that women only bleed because of their diet or because they're sick is actually kind of pervasive. And it's weird, it's very strange. It takes place in a very small subgenre of generally black men trying to speak about the health of black women, and it's odd. It's very, very strange. I only discovered this bizarre phenomenon because I found this article, which I will have a link to in the description down there. You should probably check it out. It's bizarre. It's really weird.
This is not, none of this is right here is healthy for you. Broccoli is man-made. Cauliflower is man-made. Why is cauliflower man-made? Because it possesses no carbon. That's why it's white. Nature does not produce nothing white.
Huh? Nature doesn't produce anything white? Cauliflower is from nature. What are you talking about? Cauliflower doesn't have any carbon? Of course it has fucking carbon. It's alive! You can't have a living thing on this planet that doesn't have carbon in it in somewhere. What are you fucking talking about? Chemistry with Yada. But no. It gets better.
That's why it's white. Nature does not produce nothing white. Period. I don't care what you say. Nature does not produce nothing white. Facts.
Now, I, by and large, try and avoid any types of racial components to my videos, unless I'm specifically talking about race, or how I believe people are trying to weaponize race to prove a point. But for the most part, I generally try and steer very, very far away. However, with Yada, he is one of the most beautiful blends of pseudoscience, food pseudoscience, racial pseudoscience, and batshit insane identity politics, which makes him my great white buffalo. Great white buffalo. Of dumb fucks. Sorry, no, I'm not supposed to be insulting Yada, I'm supposed to be insulting his ideas, no matter how short and stupid and... Anyway, in case you were wondering, the whole there's nothing natural in the world that's white, does that have a racial component to it? Well...
The original on this planet right now, there's no original Caucasian. None of them are originals. The original Caucasian came from Mars. That's why when the Caucasians now get wet, they smell the way they smell. And Caucasians and Europeans, I'm not saying this to bash your race. Please don't take this as me being racist. I'm just speaking some truth. So please, let me do some history on you real quick. That's why they smell the way they smell when water drops on them, because of the amount of sulfur in their body. The original Caucasians landed in the Caucasus Mountains. And that's why the Caucasians' bones are less denser than the African bones. That's why our pineal gland is different from their pineal gland. You know, this is fact. Don't believe me, look it up. The Neanderthals, well, the Caucasians, which they are considered because they was in the Caucasus Mountains, why were they hiding in the caves? They were the first cavemen. The Neanderthals are the first cavemen. The Caucasians are the first cavemen. Why? Because the sun disagreed with them. They would come out at night and they would breed in with the people close to them. And who was the closest to the Caucasians? The Caucasus Mountains are right between Europe and Asia. That's why, to this day, don't believe me, look it up, that the Asians and the Europeans have the most Neanderthal DNA. Right now, if you look at, why Asians got chinky eyes or slanted eyes? Our Earth vibrates at a certain vibration. Mars vibrates at a certain vibration. That's why the Caucasians can't get in rhythm.
This belief that Yada has, which is also shared by a lot of the afrocentrist people, is that as soon as the descendants moved out of Africa, they then bred with Neanderthals. And that makes them hybrid people. So they are naturally unhealthy. So what that means is if you, the person watching this video, you're not black, if you're mixed in any way, unless you are a pure African descendant, you are a hybrid person and you're unhealthy, diseased.
Look at this. This is a so-called watermelon family. A so-called what? I'm a little man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little man.
Yes, look at you. You're adorable.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is GMO. This is created. Scientifically modified.
No. There's no GMO watermelons, Yada. It's never been.
Now look, soybeans. They done told you soy was good. Majority of y'all got your children drinking soy milk. This is high in acid. You can make plastic out of this stuff. And
that's another thing. Part of the whole detox, part of the whole food health safety thing that Yada likes to espouse is all about the alkali acid diet. Now this has been around for years, and it's been disproven time and time again. The basic idea behind this is that there is a scale in chemistry where a compound is either more alkali, more acid. You're trying to basically find the right kind of pH balance for what this compound is going to be. And so, proponents of this quackery believe that you can change the pH levels inside your body, and if it's too high in acid, then you're getting sick because your blood's too acidic and you need to bring it back down. The truth of the matter is that you can't do that. You can't do that. Your body won't let you do that. It doesn't fucking work that way, okay? It doesn't. Oh my god. You have organs in your body. Newsflash. And these organs do important shit. And part of that is, say, I don't know, detoxifying your blood. That's what the liver's for. That's why when you're like selling detox cures to people, you're lying. Because nothing will detox your body except your body. It's the same with the acidity, the pH level in your body. You don't get to control that. Your body regulates it. That's what your body's for. This whole bizarre idea that these food woo quacks, cells, stirs, snake oil all relies on this basic assumption that your body knows less about what it needs to keep you healthy than they do. This idea is stupid. Your body is the byproduct of an evolutionary process that has been going on for over 1,000,000 years. Whereupon, time and time again, things that work versus things that don't work have been tested, put through the ringer, in order to craft an organism as advanced as you. Your body is amazing. It's incredible. It's a work of fucking art. It's incredible, and you should cherish it. And your body having this amazing lineage of biological memory and understanding and fine-tuning, knows more than some 30-year-old dumb shit in a fucking Osiris hat. Sorry.
If we want to live a long life without pain, without sickness, we have to let this stuff go. Because if we don't, we will die before our age. We will become overweight. Have you ever seen a vegetarian that's overweight? Yes. Have you seen a vegan that can't stay out the hospital? This is why. You have to understand the difference between hybrid and natural.
When I was planning out this video, I had very specific points that I really wanted to touch on, but this one I don't think I can actually let go, because it's at the crux of Yada's argument. And I think this is really the thing that we have to focus on. Hybrid versus natural. Yada has this idea that somehow this type of intermixing of not only plants, because intermixing the plants can make them white, which is unnatural, they don't have any carbon and that's why it's bad for you, is one part to it, but also human beings intermixing, like biracial marriage, is all this idea that somehow hybridization is the problem, that I guess we're polluting the purity of our genetic strands, of our plants, or our DNA. I mean, he even says so much that we change our DNA by the things that we eat, which is... let's not go there. Every minute of every day in 1 square mile, or for our European friends in the metric system, 1 square kilometer, will make it easy. At any given point in time, let's say this is pasture land or forest or even just a bald mountaintop, there are any number of trillions of combinations of different types of genetic code rubbing off on each other. As plants breed, as microorganisms breed, as any number of random biochemical soup interacts with each other, there's a constant taking shape, a transformation happening, if you will, that we neither can control nor can we actually objectively see in real time. Instead, we can see the markers of this by going backwards and looking at evolution's evidence. That's how we understand how it works. The notion that there's anything resembling a genetic fucking purity anywhere in the plant or animal kingdom, including human beings, including Yada himself, is absolute, abject, ignorant fucking lunacy. It's not true. It's not real. We are all this mashed potato mix of just random biological junk that works well together because nature has an amazing ability to adapt and build itself.
We have to alkaline our body. This doesn't alkaline your body. Have you ever tried to burn a carrot? Have you?
Call me crazy, but I don't think Yada himself has actually tried to burn a carrot. Alright, so before we get to our last little clip, there are actually a lot of Yada videos, and I would love to go through all of them with you. And I'm kind of hoping, dear Yada, please send me a response video, because I'd love to make more videos on you, because this is gold.
I teach you about foods, because our foods do things to our genetics. We are different than any being walking the face of this planet. But there's so many hybrid people. There are so many hybrid people, they're lost. You have to remember who you are. White is not natural. It's not a natural state. It shows the lack of carbon one has.
From now on, whenever I fill out any paperwork, application, whatever, and it says what my race is going to be, I'm going to put down carbonly challenged.
You can call it melanin, if that's what you choose to call it. But the truth is carbon. Because when you see things with carbon in nature, it has color. When I tell you nothing natural is white. The earth does not produce nothing natural as far as edible things. It doesn't. You have so many hybrid people playing in the race. They're lost. We must get right and exact. We are all equal. We are all the same. No, we are not. No, we are not. So why are we now making hybrid people? Nothing is produced to be mixed up. You don't see a monkey sleeping with a lion?
Hey, hold it. He said monkey. I didn't say monkey. I'm not the racist. Whatever, let's go. Keep going.
Get right and exact. Why are you playing off the philosophy of somebody that's not like you? Yada doesn't know what he's talking about. And the medical books, who are the medical books written by?
Doctors. And I don't know if you've noticed this or not, Yada, but there are black doctors. We've had quite a few of them for a while. We need more fucking doctors. Black, white, Asian, Indian, Hispanic, I don't care, man. Fucking more doctors. More doctors.
Who are they written by and whose biochemistry are they written off of? I'm talking about the biochemistry of my brothers and sisters. But you so lost in a state of ignorance when Yada speaks, the first thing you say, Yada is upset. Damn right I'm upset. Yada doesn't know what you're talking about. Why? Because the same people that enslaved your people say something different, going off their own biochemistry. I'm telling you, certain foods react to your biochemistry. Certain foods kills.
Not to be insensitive. Sorry, not sorry. The truth of the matter is you, as far as I know, possess zero academic knowledge on biology, on nutrition. You have no idea what you're talking about. You get all up in arms, ranting like angry fucking man syndrome about how you're trying to tell people about the food. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? Do you have some untapped hidden knowledge? Have you been immersed in the research community? Have you been down in the trenches, nipple deep into food sciences? Have you? Because if you have, fuck man, tell me. I'll fucking listen. I'll read anything you published. I will check out, I will cross-reference, I will personally spend my goddamn time, my overprivileged white man fucking time, to find out if you're onto something. Or maybe you're full of shit. And you're angry because you're just arbitrarily saying things because it sounds right. And that people aren't necessarily just automatically accepting it is making you mad. Boo-hoo! Fuck off!
The brown with the Hispanic community, that when we uplift our own, it's a problem. Now we're performing or having intercourse with people and producing hybrid children. That's stuck in the middle, don't know where to go.
It's the realm of the mad when somebody can see a child, an infant, born maybe of two different cultural heritages which have different levels of melanin in their skin. Their ancestries differ greatly, but for the most part they look at this little child, this beautiful, innocent, fresh life to the world. And the first thing that they think of is, that's a hybrid kid! Spreading disease! What the fuck? Why? Why is your belief system so fucking isolationist and xenophobic that the notion of somebody breeding with somebody that you feel is another race is somehow biologically unclean? Because call me fucking crazy, Yada. There was somebody else that was talking about a racial purity. You know, somebody who, you know, just had these weird ideas, you know, and he kind of had this like charismatic sort of mannerism talking about how we needed a perfect race that was good for itself.
Do you not see what's going on? Y'all been asking for a Messiah. Messiahs are walking through your ranks, but you point fingers and saying they crazy. Understand what I'm saying and research what I'm saying. Yo, you're on a high horse. First of all, I'm too short to hop on a high horse. I need me a little horse. Put me on a donkey. Facts. Little man. You feels me? But everything I speak is truth. Truth. If you want to accept it or not.
At the end of the day, Yada, it's not about whether or not somebody believes you or not. It's whether or not you can convince me. And you have not convinced me. I require a little bit more than just some ranting lunatic in a stupid fucking Egyptian hat, ranting his racist fucking diatribe and espousing his abject lack of education when it comes to matters of biology, to say, well, that's a good point. So in that arena, I think you have failed gloriously. But the sum and total of this, and the reason why I was making this video, is less necessarily just to mock and tease you, although that's pretty easy, and it's kind of fun. I tried really hard to attack your ideas and not you as a person, but, you know, I'm fucking human. And the same race as you. Ha ha ha! But moreover, I want people to understand Yada. I want them to see him. I want people to see you. I want them to understand you. To really, really dig deep and understand what a magical fucking creature you are. Because Yada is not alone. Yada is just a cartoon character who's pushed so far on one scale that he's become, well, basically the same as a white supremacist. He's the same fucking thing. It's just, he's black. Ultimately, it's just two ends of the same horseshoe. Horseshoe fucking theory for days. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. I hope that you enjoyed it very, very much. I absolutely love each and every one of you, even you, Yada. I love you. You're a magical creature, and honestly, I hope you don't ever change. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. If you think I'm amazing, you can always hit me up on Patreon. And now, if you'll excuse me, I need to lay down because this video made me drink a lot. Bye. Call me crazy, but I don't think Yada himself has actually tried to burn a carrot.
They burn.
They do.
They burn.
Yeah, they fucking... Of course they burn! Everything burns! Of course a carrot burns! I imagine this fucking dumb shit, right? He's like, man, I just gotta prove, I gotta do some experiments, right? I'm hanging out in my goddamn dining room, right? And he's got a fucking carrot, right? And he's got a Bic lighter. He's like, it don't burn! It don't burn! I was right! Right? You heard it here first, folks. Our stomach is a big lighter. You fucking Pete, you stupid asshole. Alright.